Do you ever have that problem where you build a traditional Viking style building and you realize, but wait, where is my storage gonna go? I don't have any flat walls to set up some storage racks. What am I gonna do? I've got the solution for you, because I want to introduce you to the overhanging storage rack. Yes, that's right. Label possible chests that run from floor to ceiling in a traditional Viking style longhouse. Guys, if you do like this video, please do hit that like button, consider subscribing, and don't forget to caress that notification bell. So today I'm going to show you how to build this storage solution, which is perfect for when you are using the traditional Viking building where the roofs start low and take up the majority of the space, and you are often left with a very small amount of flat wall space in order to build storage. So what we have here, and I cut sort of half the building out to make it easier for you guys, is the same sort of traditional storage system that a lot of people have used, that I use all the time. However, it's layered out using 45-degree beams towards the peak of the roof, like so. And then we are just putting floors in with beams and then stacking the chests inside, like so. It's relatively simple. We're going to show you how to do it anyway. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start off with a nice little 1-meter wooden pole, like so. And you're going to want to take that nice little 1-meter wooden pole and you're going to want to place it at the start of where your length is going to be. Then you're going to take the 1-meter horizontal and you're just going to start running it across, like so, until you get to a point where you're happy. And then you want to come in and fill those gaps with more 1 meters. And that's essentially how we're going to take our base. Now we're just going to line this bottom bit purely for aesthetics. I think it looks better, like so. And on the outsides, we're just going to run a half wall to start off with, and then a 45-degree wall, like so. And that will run all the way to the peak. And then we will take the inverted 45-degree wall and we will make sure that we snap it correctly, like so, and place it like that. And we will do the same on the other side. And this is going to create our storage rack, like so. And now the way that you want to place your chests now is step by step. So we're going to start off by placing wooden chests in the slots. And once all of those have been placed in, we're then going to build some wooden floors over the top of them to place our next set of chests on top of. And then we're going to do the same. Now, this is where I personally, and this can be personal preference for what you like to do, I like to start running my beams now, just so that I have a good idea of where these chests need to go and they need to snap into. And you'll get 2 different snap points. And that is partially because of the top part of this. You'll get a snap point that is lower and back, and then you get a snap point that is higher and forwards. And this is personal preference, what you like. And I built 2 separate ones here, so you can see that this is the higher and forwards, and this is the lower and back. And it is really, both look good, both do the job. It's just sort of what your preference is. For this build, we are going to do the higher and forward, like so. So we're going to make sure that we stack it up on top of the beams, like so, right on the back edge, so that we don't have too much lip poking out from the chests. And then we're going to run along. And then once you've done that, you might be asking, well, how do you then get the next crossbeam in? Because it doesn't snap to any of these beams. You're right, it doesn't snap to any of these beams. But what it does do, or what we can do, is we can grab a wood cross 45 like this, and we can snap it over the top of one of our beams like so, and use that to snap a wooden beam in the middle. And then we can get rid of that wooden cross. It has no use for us anymore. And now we need to know, and we won't be able to snap the 2-meter beams in here to make our lives a little bit easier, just because of the way that the intersection works in Valheim. So we're just going to 1-meter beam our whole way across, like so. And then once you've done that, you're going to want to start placing walls in, or floors in, sorry, above those chests. But as you can see, we're now starting to get to the point where we can't actually see over. So I am just going to, you can use anything. You can use stone, you can use black marble, you can even use ladders or whatever you want in order to just get yourself up vertically in order to be able to see inside, like so. And then you're just going to want to place the good old floors in. So let's get these floors snapped in. Et voila. And then you're going to want to take your chests again and rinse and repeat. Again, snapping on the slightly higher because that's what we're doing here. And working away. And then once we're up here, we can take our 2-meter beams. We can fill in these gaps like so. Finish off with a 1 meter. And then again, place your wooden floor. Now you're going to do this the whole way up to the roof. You are just going to rinse and repeat the process as high as you want to go. Or you might want to stop it before you hit the roof. If you're doing a particularly wide build with a particularly high roof, you might not want to go the whole way up. Because then you wouldn't be able to reach your chests. And that would suck, wouldn't it? And then once you're already up at the top here, you're just going to want to finish it off with some 2-meter beams coming across like so. And then place some walls in. And just clean up the corners. Some wooden beams, settle it all in together, and you have your overhanging storage device. Now, the way that I like to do the signposts, because if you try and place them on the wooden beams like so, you'll notice that the sides get covered up, and if you have words that are long, then the edges of the words will get covered up, and well, nobody likes that. So there are a few things you can do. You can take your signposts and you can actually hang them underneath like so, and that can be a really nice way. You hang the signpost and you know what's underneath the chest is in here like this. So the signpost kind of goes in front of the chest, but the chest is still accessible even if you're like at the far way or you're really close. Super accessible, and that goes the whole way up, no problem. And of course you can use regular signposts on the bottom section here. Alternatively, you can use signpost stacking, and signpost stacking just means going to the bottom edge here and sort of just stacking out your signpost like this, and then the front one is fully legible, and you'll get this little sort of like hang, but I think it looks quite nice. Now, this build was inspired by a modded build I did, and if you do have gizmos, then you can go ahead and flip the chests upside down to make a much smoother angle going up towards the roof like you can see here. I'll drop that mod down in the description below. Otherwise, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please do hit that like button, consider subscribing, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And check out my Twitch stream. It's in the description below. Until next week, safe building.